Boy, Mr. X is a really upset man, isn't he? If we prod him any further, do you think he'll turn into the Incredible Hulk and bust our brains in? No. But if you go over to IMDb, I mean, this will give you a picture, ladies and gentlemen. This has to be the most worst rated new show on IMDb. 1.2 out of 10. Last week when I talked about episode 1, it was a very generous 3.7 out of 10, like I said earlier on. But it gets even more mind-blowing, folks, because Santa Inc., a show I absolutely loved roasting the crap out of in 2021, scores a 1.7 out of 10. Now, do you think that score's bad? Nope. Velma, which was from last year as well, 1.6 out of 10. So, this is incredible. Robyn Hood is the most downvoted, the most vilified woke show of 2023 and an all-time low on imdb.com. I mean, really, folks, the results don't lie. And if Mr. X is correct that they are indeed review bombing it, so why are IMDb not stopping it? Because I guess maybe people are actually getting out there, creating fake accounts and going out there. Or perhaps, ironically, Mr. X, Robyn Hood is a truly terrible show. And if you just made it as a comedy, we might actually come along for the laughs and the giggles.
The following program contains naughty bits. But before each naughty bit comes on the screen, you'll hear this warning sound.
Woke! Woke!
Hotter than this. And more exciting than this. Yes, friends, Thames Television brings you the test card.
You're watching Boat Selector, you complete set of bastards, you!
I've got nothing against Mr. X himself, although that is quite a pretentious name, but he's calling out the racists. I hope you mean me as well, Mr. X, because that's going to be a bit of a hard time trying to prove that argument. But yes, I love to date white girls. I do prefer white women anyway because they are just less insufferable and have less cases of halitosis. Unless your name, of course, is Taylor Swift or Rachel Zegler. But then again, she's a different shade of white, or a whiter shade of pale, if you get my drift. So the post featured a lengthy caption and a detailed clip running through how deep the alleged hatred for his show and black people runs. Interesting vibe, would actually call it alleged. That's very interesting. From the moment at Robyn Hood TV announced it was going into production, these goons have been making YouTube videos and tweeting about the show, he typed. Angry that it was a black woman playing Robyn Hood. But if it was a Latina woman like Salma Hayek and her big lovely jubblies barely being contained in a corset, do you think we would have a problem with that? Absolutely not. Nothing wrong with Miss Jesse Romeo because she's fine, but she's not a very good actress. You just chose to take a white male character and turn him from a he to a she. At this stage, we could call it trans Robyn Hood. Robyn Hood fighting for the LGBT cause in Canada in a venturous neighborhood that nobody ever steps foot into. Why? Because when you hear that scenario, why on earth would he even peek into that neighborhood? But then they made more videos when we announced the show's release dates. And now the show is out rating bombing the IMDb page.
Oh, my show Robyn Hood is getting rating bombed. 1.6 out of 10. Now, you probably, why would someone do that? It's just some TV show. Well, being that Robyn is actually a black woman this time, the angry nerd community is very upset. In fact, from the moment it was announced,
he says, right, can you shut up for a minute, mate? Yeah. He says the angry nerd community. Well, we nerds, us geeks, actually people who grew up on pop culture, we know a thing or two, right? Of course, this is how they personally attack their own potential fan base. Now, I'm not going to be surprised if there's a handful of people out there who like the show. And if they do, good for you, man. For me, I like it because it's so bad. It's so woke. Even in last week's episode, you had the other female character. I can't remember what her name is. The one who talks a bit patois, if you know what I mean. She says to the very charming Alan, oh, if you're so good with the women, why don't you find me a roommate? I'm going to say right now, the roommate's going to be a female and she's going to be gay. The friend's going to be gay and they're all going to start scissoring each other on camera. So you know that's going to happen. So let's see what else he has to say.
The moment. So this is a month ago. So this is just when we said we're releasing it. What the fuck is this? Racism.
Oh no, he's picking on Ryan Kinel. Oh shit.
Robyn Hood remake looks different.
Okay, now that's interesting because you're picking on two white content creators, dude. My one is out there. Did you feature my video? Come on, man.
Guess what? He doesn't like that as a black woman either. This will fail.
Okay, the common nerd.
Robyn Hood gets blacked.
Yes.
I'm laughing. It's so funny. All right. Just when we started production, they were talking about it. 1 year ago, they were at us, right? Pop culture crisis. It's a crisis that we're doing Robyn Hood. What the?
This guy's really butthurt. Holy shit.
It's coming out. These videos are coming from. Either from the announcement or when it says it's coming out. Right? Like other languages.
I can see some big titties in the background. No!
Guys,
someone's been stealing my idea. What's going on, man?
Guys are going in. A black woman's going to do Robyn Hood. It's going to be horrible. How could black kids do Robyn Hood?
I'm feeling so hurt, Mr. Director X. Have you not seen my videos? Am I not offensive enough for you? What's going on? Oh my god. I'm going to put bigger titties on my thumbnail now. Holy shit.
Right? These people tell you they're not racist. I've watched a lot of these guys. I subscribe to a few of these guys. Yep.
So you're subscribed to white I was going to say something else there for a second. You're subscribed to white content creators, but you're calling them racist. But then if you think they're racist, then why are you still subscribed to them, dude? Why? And yeah, and I don't actually believe that they're racist. It's more to, and I've actually spoken with Mr. H and Ryan Kinel. I've had a few super chats with them. Very nice guys. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to agree with Mr. X about that. They're not racist. It's like me saying my preference is white women. I love them. I like Hispanic women. I love Italian chicks as well. But I won't ever date a black woman. Why would I? I wouldn't even date an Indian chick for that matter, because they don't really do anything for me, and I've had frequent contact with those type of ladies, and they just give me a lot of earache, and I just want to turn the volume down. But carry on. This is a very intriguing post, by the way.
No, they're adamant. They are not racist. Yeah, swear up and down, not racist. They say we're the ones that making everything about racist, guys.
It's very funny, this actually, because he's taken the time to search for these videos on YouTube, either through hashtags or just the title. And he's getting really butthurt, swollen about these thumbnails, which I guess if Mr. X had taken it on the chin and realized that his new version, his new reimagining of Robyn Hood is just a very bad woke comedy, so bad that it hurts my funny bone to the very core, then maybe we could have a little bit of respect for him. But sadly, unlike that Great Erasure song, he just makes himself to be a really bigger fool than he's making out to be. Let's carry on.
Fucking French. This dude here put a black wizard with fried chicken and a gold necklace. But they're not racist. They're not racist. Watch this.
Okay, so that's the... Oh, Nerd Rot! Oh, no! This is funny shit, man. Wow. Oh, God.
Everybody must eat.
That was a cute one, right? And then on the posts, show's not released in the United Kingdom.
It's not released in the United Kingdom, mate, but we get to watch it anyway. Thanks to Jack Sparrow.
And remember, these guys will tell you the type of men they are. Real men, eh? Yeah, so this is what these guys are doing with themselves. This is the time they have in their life. This is the Manosphere. This is the Manosphere. This is what a man does. If you ever had the guts to talk to a girl, to walk up to a girl and start a conversation.
Dude, is walking up to a woman, is dating a woman everything that you want it to be? A lot of guys, including myself, prefer to stay single because women out there, some of them, not all of them, are complete trash. All they want to do is just man hate to be better than men in more ways than one. Like I've said before, in a previous government workplace I was at, we had a female director who decided to give monetary recognition awards to her female workforce out there in the same team I was part of, doing the same work those women were doing. And what did I get for my efforts? Jack shit. So what is this guy on about, right?
Would you
But what if these so-called racist content creators are Chad Rose, who do chat up women, and in some of their cases, like Gary Fernand Roddick, is a very happily married man. But this guy is very jealous, of course. He's very hurt up his big brown butt because, of course, you know, YouTube gets a lot more views, millions of views more than corporate media does. Mainstream media is struggling to catch up with YouTube, even to the fact that even corporate media is copying some tactics that YouTube uses much more effectively than they try to in their advertising campaigns. But mate, at least I've got hair on my head. I don't know what you're doing compensating for a bald head by growing your beard out that way. Maybe turn him upside down, then he's got an afro again. Wow.
So that's what these men are dealing with. That's what's going on. I smile at my haters. Robyn Hood, Wednesdays on Global, 10 p.m. Eastern after Survivor and Ghost. Tune in. This Wednesday, episode 2's up. Go back, watch episode 1 if you ain't seen it, because you need to know episode 1 to see episode 2.
Yes, episode 1, where Robin of Locksley's mother talks to her in the morning about STDs and a condom jar. That is what we're telling our teenage daughters when it comes to sex education. Wow, Director X really is upset that people just don't like his show because they've race swapped a beloved male white character and replaced him with something that it could have been, oh no, not another Robyn Hood movie. But no, instead of taking that approach, which would have been a lot more funnier, you decided to actually be very serious, but ironically turning out to be extremely funny in the process, Mr. X. And look, you've made 8 episodes. There isn't going to be a season 2. But by golly, if there is, I will definitely lap that up for dinner. So ladies and gentlemen, that was an exhausting but very interesting video to watch. If you enjoyed my little video today, and I'm pretty sure many of you had such a laugh out of my reaction, you might want to consider subscribing, because I don't beg for subs here, ladies and gentlemen. I let YouTube push my video out. They can do what they want with it, actually. And even if YouTube decides to demonetize me one day because I might be harmful to the creator environment, I don't care, because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, money is not that important to me. Why should it be? I have no time to be suffering the fools gladly. I've got better things to do in my life, like moving flat. I can't bloody wait. So on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you were me, and if I were you, and if you're feeling blue, check me out, checking you on the next video.